Good morning. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. I just wanted to take a minute this morning. You can see I'm not in my usual setting, right? I was sitting here thinking about some of the comments in regards to yesterday's video. So I wanted to um, teach, we'll call it, teach or give guidance or awareness to some of the comments because there were a couple that were pretty similar about talking in the Scorpio video for August 2024. And there was too much talking. And I went back and I viewed the video, and which is something I don't often do. I don't edit, I don't do any of that stuff. I put it up, it is what it is. It came out the way that it did for a reason. I'm not messing with it. And I post those for you. And when I went back and I viewed the video, I paid attention to various things. And there were quite a few times where I would shuffle the cards outside of the introduction, of course, and sit them down and then spend some time talking. I want you guys, excuse me, to understand the difference. And I think a lot of you already have this awareness, but for those who may not be certain, I just want to clarify some things because I think that knowledge, to have that knowledge, is going to teach you more about the information that you're getting, whether it's from me, from other readers, people local to you, whatever it might be. But so tarot cards most often come with a book. Oracle cards come with a book, and those books can be beneficial. The years that I have spent teaching or instructing people how to read, I have told them, throw the damn book away. You don't need the book. There is no substitution for your intuition. And as I sat there yesterday and I would split the cards or the decks or shuffle them out and then sit the decks down, I would go into some lengthy information about the particular energy that I was picking up on. You can get a reading with the book rendition, if you will, of tarot cards or what they may mean to somebody in some capacity, right? However, it's funny, there's a fly. I just have to say this intuitively. There's a fly that landed on my phone, and it's not moving. It's just hanging out here. So I want to say to you, be careful of the words that you use because people are watching. People are listening. It is that fly on the wall grabbing up that conversation. I wish I could show it to you, but it's quite interesting, and I'm not a fan of flies. But so intuitively, it is to trust yourself. It is to trust your guidance, your angels, spirit, the universe, source energy, with the messages that come in. I compare tarot cards versus us as to a mechanic who works on vehicles, right? Without that mechanic, to be able to have the know-how, the knowledge, the skill set to take apart cars or motor parts or parts in general, nothing could be accomplished. The tools that a mechanic uses is simply that they are a tool to assist that person in the work that they are doing. Tarot cards, pendulums, candles, whatever you use to divinate with is no different. They become a tool to assist us. When I pick up on energy, the energy is profound. The downloads that I get from spirit sometimes take a little while to come in. Sometimes they give me bits and pieces. The information and the way that it comes through for me varies. I really would advise you all to pay attention to that. Pay attention to the readers that you're listening to. Are they reading out acquired knowledge of tarot itself, which we all pretty much give a brief description of what each card represents in the traditional decks, if that's what we want to call it. But are they intuitively reading? Because, that's the thing with some of these readings that I do. They can get very specific, and yesterday's message was pretty specific for Scorpio. And, whether you're a Scorpio or not and you're viewing this, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. But that specificity that comes in for me as a reader is coming in on the intuitive level. There's a reason I'm able to channel those messages differently. I don't need a book definition. I can tell you that of the oodles and oodles of tarot cards that I own, I've really never but glanced at the books, and some of them I've never even opened up at all. When I've gotten them, I've taken them, tucked them away, and just never really returned to them. There's no need to, because if you're paying attention to your guidance that you're getting from spirit, you're trusting that source of information, that what is needing to be said is coming out. That's all that you need. I have sat multiple times throughout the time that I have done this, and been able to read for a person. There goes that fly. Been able to read for a person without ever picking up a card, and go through timelines of their lives and the events that have led up to where they are in that moment. Cards, if you want to just watch somebody shuffle cards, look up some poker player, on YouTube. My job is not just to sit there and shuffle cards the entire time. My job is to deliver a message that spirit, source, your angels, my guides, whatever, feels needs to be delivered at that point in time. And if we solely read from a space of just a definition of a card, or what was meant to be a definition of a card, the messages for you are going to be redundant. They are likely to be the same. They are never going to give you a full scope of the picture of what it is that you need to see. So, yes, I spend time talking. How else would I deliver the messages to you? Sign language, facial expressions. And I don't say that to be a smartass or condescending in any capacity. My job is to talk on a video. If the video was silent, would you listen? Would you watch? Probably not. It is to be the interpreter of the messages that come in for you, and that's exactly what I do. So I hope that in your own journey, if you watch tarot or the intuitives or whatever it might be, that when you are diving into your own spiritual connection with your higher self or in source, that you pay attention to that intuitive knowing, that you pay attention to the gut guidance, those little thoughts that come in that are not necessarily intrusive, but they're grabbing at your attention. They're saying something to you as a way of a message, a divine source, information that you need to know. So I would just very much be aware of that. So for those of you who had said about the talking, yes, I was talking, but I was not talking to talk. I was talking to communicate to you the messages that I was receiving via the downloads that Spirit provides to me to provide to you. And I do try to break down all of the information on a more earthly plane. I've always kind of made jokes that when Spirit sometimes comes in, the way that they give it to me, show it to me, say it to me, is kind of like learning how to translate a foreign language. And my job as this earthly human is to decipher that message and break it down into the human form to be able to be the perfect conduit for you to understand the messages as they come through so that you can use them in your lives daily or in situations or on a personal level. That's going to help you become the better version of your higher self. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Trust your intuition, guys. It's, you want to watch somebody who, and I'm not knocking anybody, I want to make that clear, who just gives you a book definition. You can go to the store, you can get a tarot deck, you can grab up cards that have the book, and you can do those for yourself. So, yeah, there's a difference between tarot, reading tarot, we'll call it, right, in the simplest of forms, and then intuitive readings. They are not the same. I am an intuitive. I'm proud to be an intuitive. I'm thankful and blessed to be an intuitive. And my job is to continue to develop that, and I hope that it's beneficial to all of you. So I hope you've gained some kind of insight and knowledge, clarity perhaps, in this video. And I will see you all very soon. Sending you tons of love. Take care. Talk to you soon.